Using to allow me to use the corner of an empty table to place a camera. Thank you.
Would everyone please stand for the pledge of the flag? Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Sheila, would you take roll, please?
Vanessa Bidwell?
Here.
Danielle Reed?
Here.
Marilyn Erickson?
Me, I'm here.
Garrett Hornum?
Here.
Tony Moscato?
Present.
David Sullivan?
Present.
Quorum is present. Do you want to, oh, I can do here.
Dig them up with that. And they get full size. Can we hear her?
There he is. Yep, there he is.
I don't know if the volume will come here. Just make sure
Close the gate.
All right.
Can we hear? Okay. Eric, can you hear us okay?
Out there.
Okay. So the sound's not.
Sounds
Do
coming.
you want to put the computer on there maybe, and then you can, because if I turn on the camera here,
You won't be able to see it.
you can just see me and Garrett. So if you want to put it over that way, and then with the video turned on, maybe you can get a better view, so you can see us. 1.4, board approval is requested on the meeting agenda as presented with specific stated additions or amendments, if any. Can I have a motion? Any discussion? All in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. One point five, public comments will be heard regarding agenda items that require official action or deliberation. Other comments will be heard at the end of the meeting. Each person speaking to the board shall state their name and group affiliation if appropriate, municipality of residence, if a taxpayer, and agenda item she or he wishes to discuss. All statements shall be directed to the president. No public participant may address or question individual board members per policy 903. Does the public have any comments?
I do. I'm Allison Rector. I'm East Shippen, I believe, East Shippen Township, and I'm here today as a taxpayer. And it's about the McClure project. And when I first heard about it, the air conditioners, and I'm thinking, oh man, like, what are they asking for as a taxpayer? However, I have found from some of my colleagues over at the elementary school that some of their rooms right now at 7 a.m., 7:30 in the morning, it's like 75 degrees, 80 degrees in their rooms. At the high school, sometimes we come in the wintertime and the boiler didn't start. So our rooms are down to 60 or maybe 65. And they do work on getting the heat on and things like that. But regardless of my comfort or my colleagues' comfort, we have to think about the kids. That's why we're here, is to educate these students. And how well can a kid learn when their classroom is 80 or even 78 degrees out? We all know what this summer was like when it was so hot. Yet alone asking these kids to learn math facts or spelling or, you know, whatever subject it is, or in the high school, they're shivering in classes. Now my room is fine. I'm not complaining about my room or anything. I just know that some of my colleagues, they have a lot of trouble, and we don't know if we're gonna have heat when we come in or how hot their room is gonna be and whatever. So I just would like you to encourage you to think about the kids, maybe talk to the people that have to go in these building rooms, see which rooms are unbearable right now, or which rooms might need a little extra help. I'm not saying every room needs air conditioning in either building, but there are certain rooms that, like I said, it isn't hot out right now, and for some rooms to be that warm at 7 a.m., it's a little unbearable, and I just want you to think about the kids, because I don't know of any of us, whether we are 20 plus or 10 and under, could ever learn in that sort of environment. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention if you were unaware, so.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Does anyone else have anything?
I'd just like to know how many classes have gone through Valerie Gaversack, Shipping Township. How many classes have gone through this school district in the past since it's been open? And when have we ever had air conditioning? We all survived it, every one of us. The other thing is, could you explain to us what children the air conditioning part of this HVAC is going to help? Where they're going to benefit from it at all?
As was stated earlier in previous meetings, the only air conditioning that's being considered at this point is for large group instruction areas, which would be cafeterias, the gyms, LGI rooms, the auditorium, large areas. No classrooms at this point in time are looking to get.
So the $4.6 million does not cool the children in their too warm classrooms at all.
Not at this point.
Okay.
I have something to say. My name is Christina Geiling. I'm a camp owner, so I'm about 4 hours away. I've attended 2 meetings, and I feel you're ignorant is how you address people. I'm 4 hours away, so I was here for 2 meetings. I didn't hear all of this, and it's irritating. Why, as a general contractor, or I don't know what they're gonna be, but why go through HB McClure? Why, as a school district, didn't you put bids out to get the cheapest renovation? Because you may have stated this prior, and in the last meeting I was at, I wanna let you know, I didn't vote you in. I don't have that right as a camp owner. So, why didn't you put this out for a bid?
This is under the Guaranteed Energy Savings Act.
But he said in that last meeting that this is an energy efficient area. So what are you saving? You're only costing us as taxpayers a lot of money.
Our buildings need updated.
And I understand, how many kids came in to this school district this year, like class? Because what did you have, 32 that graduated, 35 that graduated last year? This is, you've got some big areas, and I assure that, or I assume that the heating and cooling is a lot. But could you condense somehow?
Condense in what way?
Combine K through 12.
At this point, no, we cannot.
My grandson goes to a school, there's 800 kids in one building, 6th through 8th grade.
Understood.
I mean, it's,
To answer your original question, the Guaranteed Energy Savings Act, which we are working through, has a requirement to use their vetted
So don't work through
companies,
them.
which McClure is one. McClure, we had 2 different presentations from 2 different companies come in. McClure.
but why only 2? Why didn't you put the, that's what I don't
Because we
understand.
have to work with a general, this is on a large scale, we have to work with a general contractor. We have to work with engineers.
Right, but
Yes,
you should be able to put that bid out there, and
that is what they will do. That is part of, with us deciding to
So
go
we pay
with
for that, too.
McClure. It is now on them to put all aspects of the project proposal that they put together, they will put it out for bid to contractors that they work with that are,
so that's where I have a little bit of a problem with. So are these companies padding HB McClure? See, my husband works for a bridge company, so does state bridges. They bid, and it's the lowest bid. And it, you know, it's the cheapest concrete. It's, you know, the, not cheapest, but whoever is fair in doing those bids.
Does your husband's company have a general contractor and engineer already built into it?
They do.
Okay, well, we do not as a school, so we have to get somebody to do that.
And you only went with 2 options.
That were
Because-
government approved.
Yeah, I feel like that could have been maybe put out there a little bit more, or I don't know the dynamics behind it, but I do feel this is excessive for the amount of kids.
I mean, it was put out for bid, and the companies that wanted to respond or put a proposal together for us were able to do that. It went out in a general system where they can see it.
Right.
And so the
You-
two that we
'cause-
had come in are the ones that responded.
That were, oh, so you only had 2, because the last meeting I was at, you said you invited 2 in. This one and McClure and the other one.
We had 2 that came to us with proposals, so they, at that point, they were invited here to come in and present their proposals to us. And out of the 2, we reviewed what each of them was proposing, and we opted to go with 4 after that, after their presentations.
Right now, the only other question I have is, this seems like an important meeting. Is there a reason he can't be present?
Because it's as a discussion, no, he was
Uh-huh.
going to be here tonight, because
Okay.
if we were gonna vote. But because it's a discussion, he's choosing to participate, to be able to be here to answer any questions that may arise.
Okay, so,
Okay.
and the one thing that irritated me the last meeting was that, just remember that you weren't voted in by everyone. Like, camp owners have no option.
No, I
You're,
understand that.
you're a,
I understand, I have a camp in another county myself.
I didn't get your last name, can I get your Geiling, G-E-I-L-I-N-G. Thank you.
Christina, C-H-R-I-S-T-I-N.
Thank you.
And I'm Gibson.
Thank you. Does anyone else have any comment?
I'd like to know if you check the option of doing this not through the government program. Like, have you checked to see what it might cost if you weren't using someone approved by the government? Everybody knows that the government, everything's double when the government's involved. Did you try to do it not through this government savings program that is clearly not saving?
No, we did not.
Would that be something that maybe you would consider?
I mean, we can take it under advisement and we can consider it as a board, yes.
Okay, because it makes sense. I mean, if a government savings program is costing more money, it's not really beneficial to us, and it just seems like you guys are so set on this project being done and done by McClure that you're failing to do the due diligence of checking to see if you're doing what's best for everybody, the school and the taxpayer.
Thank you. Anyone else?
John Schatz, I live on Carson Street, Emporium. I've been down here since 1982. I realize I'm here as part of looking to get on your board. I sit here listening to her and her and her, and I hear all these suggestions. How many people in here are homeowners? Raise your hand. Thank you. If your furnace breaks, what do you do? Somebody tell me. What do you do?
I don't go
Fix
buy
it.
a $4
You
million
fix it.
furnace.
Hold on, you fix it. Please shut that off while I'm speaking.
I can't.
You can't.
No, I don't have to.
Well, either way. I'm gonna get out, I'm gonna call a contractor. He's gonna come in, he's gonna give me a quote. I don't like his quote. So Mr. McClure comes in, I get another quote. So now we've got 2. We've got to accept one or the other to do this. After being in this district for all these years, a lot of you people weren't even born yet. I've seen the Woodland School come, the 4th Street School go. I heard these battles for years with the school board, over money, over money, over money. Now, we either fix problems that they have already took out to bid twice, and you stand here arguing with them over government contracts. Let me tell you something. Sometimes the government contracts are the cheapest. This guy might be quoting you $2.6 or $6.2 million, but it might only come in at 4. Who knows? Who knows? But it'll be done. If your house needs a roof, Miss Gaversack, are you going to get it fixed?
If I have the money.
Exactly.
If
Exactly.
I have the money.
If you don't, the
Mr.
bank
Schatz.
does. If you don't, the bank
Not if you
does.
can't get a loan because
Why are
you
we
can't afford to
fighting
pay it
over-
back.
Why are we fighting over something that needs done?
Because there's other options that
There
the
are
board is
many
not willing to
options. There are many
explore.
options, but let me just say, there are many options. But
I
you
know
have
your
to
brother's
do
got
your
something in on
done
this,
your
but
due
come on.
diligence. What I'm saying is, me as a taxpayer, you as a taxpayer, can only listen to this so many times.
Right, until they stop
So
wanting to
many
spend
times.
$11.2 million.
$11.2 million, and they're gonna borrow it over a long amount of time.
Yeah, $1 million
They're not
a
taking it
year
out of
for
your
18
pocket.
years.
This conversation.
I'm gonna sit down.
Thank you. Does anyone else have anything? Okay, moving on, 1.6. Board approvals requested on the minutes from the board meeting of July 7th, 2025, and the special workshop meeting of August 11th, 2025. Can I have a motion?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. 1.7, board is requested to accept with regret the resignation of Christy Bennett at large until Darrell Region 3 as elected school board director effective immediately. Can I have a motion? Second. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. 1.8, the board will appoint a qualified elector to fill the vacant seat of Christy Bennett, school director at large. The appointee shall hold that seat until the first Monday of December 2025. Interview will be conducted at this time. We have, John, you're gonna have to go under the at-large because of where your, address is, okay? So we have 2 applicants. We've got Jim Sleseric and we've got John Schatz. So, we'd like one of you to step outside while we interview the first candidate and then. Front and center. All right, question number 1. It comes from Mr. Saul. Why are you interested in serving on the school board? If elected, what will be your priorities?
Well, I'm interested, I've been interested for quite some time, but with my wife being a school teacher, we felt there was too much of a conflict of interest there to join. And now that she's retired, I have the opportunity, so I'd like to, I think it's a great opportunity now, especially if the term ends in December, to see if I really like it or if I can contribute easily. Second part of that question, what do I bring to the table?
What will be your priorities?
Priorities, to serve the needs of the students of this facility, first and foremost, and then try to balance that with the, what the public would like to see.
Okay, thank you. This one's for me. What do you believe is the greatest challenge about school board service?
The greatest challenge would be to survive. Just, I mean, it's to serve your community and also to serve this building and the students in it. It's a hard line to follow. district.
Okay. Next one is Garrett's question. Please briefly describe for us the process you use to make difficult decisions.
First and foremost, I don't jump into a decision lightly. I try not to use my emotion in the decision, which is very easy to do at times when things get heated. I try to sit back and I think of both sides. I like to hear everybody's opinion, not just my own, what I think, and a lot of times I don't have the best suggestion or the best answer to that problem or that situation. So I take all the information involved and I do what I think is right for the majority, not necessarily myself. And that's how I come to a decision. I take a lot of time to think and then try to come to an educated decision.
Okay. From Sheila, what do you see as the roles and responsibilities of school board members?
What I think is guidance. It's to guide the administration, to guide this facility. The responsibility is to maintain this facility as we're going through now. And try to do it financially responsible.
Okay. From Danielle, what issues do you believe this district needs to address in its academic program and offerings, and what changes would you recommend?
You know, that's a question. I don't know if I have the answer to that one. I know from my children graduating here, they had difficulties in certain areas. May have been their shortfall, may have been mine. But they graduated, went on to graduate college. So I feel this facility served them well. They succeeded in life, came out ahead, and you know, I can't really say at this point in what I know that I would change.
Okay. From Rana, how do you believe a school board member can be most effective in making long-lasting, substantial, positive changes for students?
So always try to keep what's their best interest at heart. That's another tough question. I don't know really how to answer that one.
Okay. From Tony, what is your vision for education in this community?
For it to be better. You know, you can always strive to be better. I think everyone always wants to be number one. If that's possible or not. I know from listening to my wife come home, a lot of the positive stuff that the district does, and with a lot of the challenged children that we have coming through, I think we do very well. Kids that go on and succeed, I think, is a testament to what our vision is.
And the last one from Maryland. Assuming you take on the duty of a school board director, what 3 achievements would you hope to accomplish?
Longevity. To be here for quite some time. Hopefully I do a job that the public likes and would re-elect me. To make sure that the standards of our education do not diminish. And we financially don't go bankrupt.
Okay. That concludes your interview. Thank you.
Thank you.
Please send John in.
Yep.
Front and center, are you interested in serving on the school board? If elected, what will be your priorities?
My priorities?
Why
Well,
do you
well,
wanna serve?
Okay, why would I
What
wanna
be your
serve?
priorities? Yep,
Like I said before, I've been a member of this community since 1982. I've seen the school board go through hell before. I've seen this school district go through transformations before, schools, etc. Replacing boilers, fixing roofs, fixing floors, etc. And get bought by people like this lady standing behind me with her camera. And it makes no sense to me. And when you speak up in this county, you get beat like a rented mule. And I'm not afraid to speak up. If I'm gonna disagree with you, Miss Bidwell, Mrs. Bidwell, I will. Mr. Moscato, Marilyn, whom I know, Ron, I do not know. I'll call you out. But for me, the betterment of our school district for our children comes before a lot of what we're worried about. You people have done your due diligence on this heating system, this air conditioning system. You went and got your quotes, et cetera, et cetera. Let's get it done. I'm the type of person, I'm not here to be praised. I'm not here to gain anything. I have no dog in this fight. I put 4 kids through the school district. Thank God they're out there. Okay? But yes, I do want to serve on this board for the simple reason we need to move forward. This is 2025. It's not 1975. Our schools are junk. Woodland has its problems. This high school's got more. Things need to be done. We need to quit fighting over it and get it done. Take the public's and the taxpayers' comments, consider these comments, which some are good, some are great. I see this lady on social media slinging shit. I don't want to hear it.
Don't look.
I'm sorry. You can only sit through so many meetings, which I haven't been to one, but I've been following the newspaper, social media, etc. You're gonna get 2 bids, take the one you feel's the best, run with it. $11 million today is nothing. Back in 1985, 86, whatever, we'd have been talking, it would have been 25 million, what would have felt like. Next question.
next question from me. What do you believe is the greatest challenge about school board service?
The public. The public. The perception of the school board of the public. If I am a board member, if we aren't perceived by the public as being trustworthy, notable as what we're doing, and some sort of transparency, that they understand for some ungodly reason, it's hard to get it through some people's heads to understand it, that's where we're at.
Next question from Garrett. Please briefly describe for us the process you use to make difficult decisions.
There's one sitting out by the football field. It's called the concession stand. I fought tooth and nail with Mr. Borchetta. I fought with some of the school board members. My reasoning in life, and you know me as well as anybody else in here,